Come on. Mary Santini, Yehovah. Santini. It's a brand new Monday morning, and we are overly excited once again. Lift your voices. It's a brand new week. I don't pay good morning to you. I am Mamunina, Mamunina, Kwame Appiah Kessben 92.9. Anjuman Paul is on this one. We did a Kwame Appiah Kubi Monday morning, 17th March 2025, the year of our Lord. A wonderful morning to you. Welcome back from the weekend. We did it, Mr. Speaker. I don't pay once again. I'm grateful to welcome you and to usher you into a brand new week. For God and country, and by the mercies of the Most High, we are back once again. I don't pay. Weekend in Sukoyepa. I tell you about stay with us from now to 9:40. We will share with you all the big stories in and around Ghana. Now I don't pay anywhere they come up. Your number is 0550567929, and then you join us with your thoughts and views. You're making kind in no idea about. You're most welcome on board. 42 minutes after 6. My main Kwame show Emra na many a legal practitioner and then former chairman at the Constitutional Affairs Committee. Right, Nisa Fuseni, Ewa Homa, so many no any and combo. Kansa, what you mean? Can pay a good morning?
Good morning, I come to say.
Eradia don't be hoye, Kansa. Now, sir.
Me hoye, Daniel Copanse.
And I trade and pass. I don't pay you. That's a set wajia. So now you could that sorry, yeah, former finance minister at the office of the special prosecutor, and then the special prosecutor himself at the court about the recent happenings. Is he for listing him on the list of people that were more wanted now. I mean, the former finance minister is not so much happy. Now, the question we asked this morning, and it's in terms of law, how does this suit stand?
Well, first of all, Mamindi can that was a say well from me chairman was something.
Kessben.
Now, so in terms of law, the finance minister is within the rights to say that the OSPI has defamed me and injured my reputation in the eyes of right-thinking men. Say me only for the accountability. They are joining from the jurisdiction because you hear me for matters that I have done, which are now under investigation. It's within his right to do that. But the special prosecutor also Eddie Mran Eye Juma.
Yes.
Mran say our powers of police powers. So to me investigate assembly our prosecutorial powers. Or to me the assembly I mean so investigating no who say obia di boni obia ya the emphata or to me the assembly court and prosecute or confiscation powers and our police powers and the over police powers and or the power to declare somebody the fugitive from justice. Or his and Pacrono or who's out of Corona, or to be declared, say, Sandy Pacrono, so be Hunwa on arrest from Fanambra, or to me, yes, sir. So Now, so within the two, no, they were ABC. What is likely to happen is to balance the right to perform your duty with the right to protect the personal integrity of others.
Okay.
Was it reasonable? So if we call up that on the issue of reasonableness, the suspicion of that the former finance minister adjourned from the jurisdiction in order to escape accountability, was it reasonable? Did he have a reasonable basis to conclude that way? And reasonability, we hear in laws, is the ordinary man's test.
Yes, the reasonable man's position.
Yes, until say obi wo chubodom na waka say, oh, finance minister, you hear say yen hwe assembly there. See ye tam the oil finance minister no.
Okay.
Na ne owa obrochi na sani for chrono. What will come to his mind? Will it come to his mind? Say, Kenofurata, what he has done is to escape from the jurisdiction. So this is a reasonable nuance test. And so I believe that, like I said, did the special prosecutor have a reasonable basis? Did he reasonably suspect? Say, Kenofurata not being in the jurisdiction could be tantamount to running away from justice?
Very well.
Could we come to that conclusion? This is what is going to play out in court.
Okay. Now, as we speak this morning, the Office of the Special Prosecutor issued statement. So, case update on Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta. The Office of the Special Prosecutor acknowledges a lawsuit filed by Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta contesting the OSP's prior declaration that he was a wanted person and fugitive from justice. Mr. Oforiatta formally requested the OSP to remove his name from the OSP's list of wanted persons, with the assurance to the OSP that he would make himself available for questioning on a definite date. The OSP, in good faith and on the basis of Mr. Oforiatta's assurance, granted his request and removed his name from the OSP's list of wanted persons, pending his personal attendance at the OSP on the definite date. Mr. Oforiatta is mandatorily required to appear in person before the OSP on 2nd June 2025. If Mr. Oforiatta fails to attend to the OSP on the scheduled date, he shall be re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons, and the OSP shall consider him a fugitive from justice, whereupon the OSP will cause the issuance of an Interpol red notice in his regard, and also cause the initiation of extradition proceedings in any jurisdiction in which he may find himself. The OSP remains unwavering in its commitment to enforcing the law and ensuring that Mr. Oforiatta answers for his role as the prime suspect in 5 ongoing corruption and corruption-related investigations. And this was signed by Mr. Kisia Jabe himself, Anope, the 17th day of March 2025. And does this speak to, a very big banter that is ahead of us?
Clearly. So OSP is digging in. Is clearly positing or the new SC in a place to show that clearly I did and one year bonadia. Na I did Emma no yief for Kenofurata and in every wanted listener say what he needed was an assurance.
Okay.
Say Maba. Now before that one yes assurance there was no such assurance. And to know him how to get Kenofurata to appear before him for investigations in an ongoing corruption matter. And no issues statement. So that's principally his defense. Okay, that's principally his defense. And so said Yemikayano. So the court would have to determine
okay,
whether his action was reasonable. His action on, the Kisi Jabin's action was reasonable. They could have come to that conclusion, say, since Oforata was outside the jurisdiction, and he couldn't get Oforata to appear before him, was it reasonable to conclude, say, he was running away from justice?
Even upon which the lawyers of Ken Oforiatta have said, sir, there's been a lot of correspondence between their client and then the office of the special prosecutor.
I don't even understand why it's always the lawyers have said it. You see, first of all, the lawyers have not been invited by Kisi Ajabino.
Okay.
No, they are not subject matter of investigation. And so, what the law, what the Constitution says, is that when a person is invited, that person has a right to a lawyer.
Yes.
Okay? So, only lawyer no omba koho. But that doesn't mean that you can tell your client, say, oh, with the men koho, with the traffic, maybe the men koho, and that's not the law.
Okay.
That's not the law. The law is that, say, you invite you can appear there with your counsel, with your lawyer. So I simply fail to see how the lawyers can superimpose themselves and on the special prosecutor on behalf of
Mr. Ken Oforiatta.
Because special prosecutor in here. And I have spoken to many people. The issue was just a simple matter. Just very, very simple. Special prosecutor say, oh, me here Ken Oforiatta. Say, Umbra, Ember, assist me in investigation. Because of your prime suspect. In cases, the SSC, I mean him. What Oforiatta just needed to do, and say, oh yes, my attention has been drawn to, will later invite me to appear before you on so and so date. Unfortunately, me jurisdiction. I suggest that I can appear before you to assist in investigations on so and so dates, and will kindly endeavor or appreciate if you could adjourn or if you could postpone my appearance to that date to enable me to appear. That's just all that the special prosecutor needed.
Okay.
It was not a banter. Oh, me name them there, me were hospital. No, that was not the case. Yes, who were hospital? Hospital no so. Yes, I won't babio. Oh, me medical processes no. Every on so and so time or in so and so months. Until if it will please you, say a year within 1 week of its completion, no, and appear before you. Counting on your cooperation. That's all. That's what they.
That would have ended the banter between the two.
Simple. That would have ended so the man would have committed himself to appearing. Special prosecutor Susu Nipa knows that when you are sick and you are receiving medical attention, you can't abandon the medical. The special prosecutor needs a human being, not a dead body.
Okay.
So if you are there treating yourself to be well enough to appear, that is what the special prosecutor wants. But Ekosi banta. I mean to me, me was medically. So what to me, Manu? Daben no betmaba.
Now the letter is indicating 2nd June.
No, that was after what propelled the special prosecutor to lift. To lift the Adeyi.
Lift him as a fugitive.
Because they had arrived. Say, oh, the medical processes no. In May, until by end of May, Obatima appear before the special prosecutor. And the special prosecutor can, oh, don't worry, and the bra June 2nd June. So
yeah.
Now on Ankasa also suggest say on the by May ending Obatimaba. And a special prosecutor Eddie at that account humano.
Okay.
So end the brass by in 2nd of June. Because I understand that or suggested 20 something May. The special prosecutor say, oh, okay, no problem. If you can appear, come back by May, then come to my office on 2nd of June to assist in the investigation. So you will see clearly that it was because of the stance taken by Kenneth Furiata that compelled the special prosecutor to issue the wanted notice.
Okay.
And law no, no police powers. That's what everybody should understand. Even though he's not a policeman, the office of the special prosecutor has police powers. Nti otumi esizi property that he thinks is tainted property. If that property is in transit, before even going to court, say let me demonstrate and show you how police powers work. So people took coin, you need warrant, but you believe that that person is running away from justice.
Okay.
So uti adedi see airport na say
yes.
So that's the demonstration of police powers on the warrant of arrest. But oblivi say sign the procureur or join it. So you can arrest that person before you go to court to validate what you have done.
And that will not be against any provisions.
No, that will not be against it. Minia, who can say the police at barriers? Omo arresting pa. Who took who police barriers?
Yeah.
Say at barriers, say police no omo arresting pa. Now who say before they will arrest you, they will bring a warrant.
That be
because the thing is in transit. The thing is moving. It's not stationary. Until the police have that power to arrest. Even you, a human being, not a police, a citizen of this country, has the powers of arrest.
Exactly.
When your crime is committed before you, except that you need to hand over that person immediately to the police, the nearest police station. But you have the powers of arrest. So I simply sometimes I just don't understand why we sometimes turn the law upside down and think that Kuchia Jabin hasn't got the powers of arrest or police powers.
Very well. Council, I'm highly grateful.
And that's it.
Thank you. And that is the Honorable Inusa Fuseni, Anope, speaking to us. And that is what we begin the day with. And the Office of the Special Prosecutor and the former Finance Minister, Uraken Oforiata, are back in the news again. Uraken Oforiata, the OSP court. OSP responded in a statement making kaya at the Mao in just some few minutes ago. But stay with us. Na Yankofa Gudiamunsem no Emra. Yakoba. Ya beto aso na ya ne wadi nkomo kwamba bi ho ye
Kwame majo so me ho ye pa
weekend ni ko ye wo
nyame adom weekend e ko ye ku pie mu wa klan saba ai o kese kuma ne ayi no
odi na ye di se ayi ni se ya no penti